Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and today I'm gonna show you another battle. This time it's the Empire versus the Tomb Kings. So let's get straight into it and show you what I've brought. Over here I got the Zintler's Guard on this front just to provide some nice maneuverability on the field. Over here as my main line I got the Halberdiers just to deal with enemy constructs and stuff like that, although they won't be able to get that utility done anyways. Some spearmen in the back just to fill in the gaps, and two great swords in order to deal with some Nehekara warriors, Tomb Kings, or other better units than skeleton warriors from the Tomb Kings roster. In the back over here I got 3 hand gunners, although they won't be much of a threat to the Tomb Kings, because as you can see they got a ton set of missiles, and even my 2 outriders out here in the front, in the flank, won't be able to do much because too much missile firepower from that guy, if these guys get close to try and shoot some constructs or stuff like that, they will probably get destroyed quite easily. So I got the Jade, not the Jade Wizard, the Grey Wizard over here. As you can see I've brought the Power Stone, the Channeling Staff, the Penumbral Pendulum, and a Fimbling Foe along with Miasma as well. As our lord I got Boris Toadbringer on top of his Hippogriff, or whatever that is. Yeah, it's a Hippogriff. Sorry for that, I've never played with Boris again. So I got the Midland Runefang on him just to provide some replenishment, the Deadly Onslaught, what's that, Crush of the Week, the White Cloak of Ulrich, and some Hold the Line and other stuff like that. So let's check up on our enemy and let's see what he brought. Over here in the front line just a bunch of skeleton warriors. As you can see, he's got some Nehekara warriors on each flank over here. He's got 3 skeleton archer units along with the Blessed Legion of Fath. 2 Sapti great bows back here. Is it the renowned one? No, just a mere great bows. And back here he's got a screaming catapult along with some tomb guard halberds to guard it, which is gonna be a pain in the ass. I won't be able to just to try and reach those, and this catapult is gonna just free range shooting at me most of the game, along with this whole bunch of archers. Over here he's brought Arkan the Black as the Lord, and let's see what what spells he got. Deadly Onslaught, okay, that's Boris, sorry, damn it, there we go. The Liber Mortis, just for physical resistance, that's always a nice spell to have. The Fate Buna, Spirit Lich, my will be done, and some other Tomb King stuff. And also he brought a Tomb Priest over here to apply this bonus, as you can see here. My will be done. He gets plus melee defense and melee attack from Arkan, and Arkan also gets let me see, some physical resistance because he acts as a bodyguard for him. So let's get straight and just start the battle. Let me just fast forward. Okay, here I go. I just start moving my forces in the front. The outriders are trying to get over to here on the... Now, how do I get these things, the yellow, white, blue lines, in order to show you? Whatever, I can't seem to find it now, and I won't bother to. So I move my Zintler's Guard close to him, but then I realize he gets some great bows which can really hurt me along with his catapult, so I'm just I will try to get them back soon and try to keep them safe. The army completely keeps on advancing, although why did I stop over here? Probably because I was doing something else. No, I was trying to get Boris back just to avoid the fire from these great bows. Just send in the rest of the force to take up the damage, although they will really hurt me a lot. There's gonna be some major damage to me, and I would probably lose that match if it wasn't a massive mistake from my enemy over there. As you can see, the balance of power is gonna soon start to tilt against my favor, and the whole match will be almost lost, but I managed to pull it around due to some mistakes of my enemy. So this is going really rather slow now, isn't it? Okay, here we go. He opens fire on me, some great bows, just range shooting, skull catapults dealing massive damage, since these guys just explode on impact, as you can see, and cause some more damage. Back here I try to just get some nice cannon pistol fire on this on Arkan the Black, although I'm being chased and the Fate Buna just being dropped on me, just reducing this guy's health quite a lot. And there we go, the Zintler's Guard just finds a weak spot here in the Skeleton Warriors and just performs a charge, because I did that because I saw that he wasn't actually trying to hurt my guys over here, he was aiming for my main line, and I just keep on charging this Zintler Guard, just trying to cause maximum losses, just destroy as much skeletons as I can. I send in this spear to pin down the Skeleton Warriors so they don't come in my back. Over here I should have tried to go after his archers over here. This is like a weak spot for him. I just did a massive mistake there. I actually tried to go after the catapult, which was really bad. Over here, as you can see, he's completely destroying my pistoliers, and most of my infantry is almost down to 20% health. Yeah, and these pistoliers. Also the Jade Wizard, the Grey Wizard, is taking quite some damage. The Outriders here that were wavering are coming back, thank God. And I bring Boris Todbringer back into the fray. I was trying to avoid the initial fight at the start, just to not have some shots being landed on him. And as you can see, I'm collapsing almost everywhere. My main line is just completely falling apart. He's right on top of my handgunners, which haven't got even a kill yet. They were completely worthless. I wasn't able to protect them that well. And where's that Outrider again? Okay, one is trying to come back and the other one is being chased off and trying to shoot the Tomb Prince. So I drop Boris onto this Ushabti, and he's gonna do some nice work against them, although he's being shot by these skeleton archers. Over here I dropped a pendulum just to... It was the only appropriate target. I couldn't place it anywhere, so I just chose these archers, the Blessed Legion of Fath. Over here my right flank, is totally collapsing. Just some guys trying to come back. The Zintler's Guards trying to do as much as possible, just destroy some enemies at a time, just reduce their strength. But as you can see here, the balance of power is really starting to drop in my favor. I'm taking damage all over the place. My whole guys are collapsing. I can't do much to protect them. Even though I got into his archers now, which I should have done earlier, he still is in the front. Yeah, I'm losing way too much, man. Now where's the Outrider? Okay, yeah, here they are. They charged these skeleton archers just to shut them down. These Outriders are just gonna come back soon. Boris over there was retreating, but he actually came back. And just look at the balance of power right now. I'm about to lose, but this is where my enemy makes a mistake, and he actually forgot about Arkan, and he's trying to chase off this Grey Wizard. That gives me time to just start picking bits by bits his forces over here. As you can see, where is it? The Zintler's Guard is gonna do an amazing job at trying to help me. Over here they just got some nice kills onto these archers. The great swords are on top of them, which is perfect. Now they won't be able to shoot. And I try to get these guys now onto this catapult, which still got a ton set of ammunition left. And finally I get to destroy that goddamn thing, which have been shooting me throughout the whole game. So some guys are trying to come back over here. As you can see, these skeleton warriors will melt. Some pistoliers here, no handgunners, they're not coming back yet, just this one guy, and they're being shot by the Ushabti at the moment. The pistoliers completely break over here, too much damage being done to them. My great swords over here destroyed some of his archers, although they managed to retreat, and he sent his Nehegara warriors, which are dealing quite some damage to them. The Zintler's Guard just trying desperately to get to every possible target. I shouldn't have brought the Outriders, I should have brought like Empire Knights. If I had more melee strength onto my cavalry, I would be able to just clean this whole thing quite early on, but right now I only have the Zintler's Guard, and they can't be in every place at all times, which is a bad thing. So over here the Outriders are coming back, trying to get a few good shots on these Ushabti. Boris is still trying to desperately just bring down some of these Ushabti, which are about to down to 2 models, and their health is like only 400. They're about to melt soon. The Zintler Guard just finally mops up the house here with his archers, although many remain as well. Some halberdiers are coming back, some pistoliers back here, and some great swords. And look at that, Arkan is way far off at the moment. My grey wizard has collapsed. I didn't get I only got like 1 or 2 spells out of that guy, just an enfingling foe and a pendulum, which was kind of a waste. The outriders here, I don't know why I am shooting these skeleton warriors, I shouldn't. And as you can see, these guys are the MVPs. Look at the kills are completely racking up. Over here I see that he's got his halberds. I'm trying to avoid this because if I just lose my Zintler guard to these guys, it's gonna be over, although it should have been over earlier. He just did a massive mistake there. Over here Boris trying to snipe the enemy Tomb Prince, although he pops up the Tomb Strike, if I'm correct, the skill. Yeah, and his melee attack is going rather up, but these great swords are coming in to help, and this is what it's gonna change the fight, because if I left Boris in there for a little bit longer, perhaps his would be down to like 100 hit points, and that would be quite bad. Over here the infantry fight is not going that well. That Tomb Guard with halberds is able to just fend off all of these guys, and I'm desperately just trying to pick his forces apart one by one. As you can see here, the Zintler's Guard and the Outriders are just trying to harass the skeleton warriors, just take them out. Finally the Tomb Prince is out, but Arkan is back already, and he's gonna start cleaning house of my infantry. There's nobody that can stop him and except the Zintler Guard, but I'm trying to use these guys, as I said, to just take apart one by one of his forces, and which is what I'm going to do over here. I'm just gonna perform a nice sandwich with these Outriders and the Zintler Guard in the back. There we go, some sweet charge, and here comes my boys. There we go, completely crushing them, getting into the fray. How many kills so far for the Zintler? 262, that's excellent. Over here I'm just trying to provide some cover for my troops, just get Boris in there, but obviously they just break off. Some are coming back, although, which is kind of nice, but they're quite to almost 0 health, and they won't be able to last any longer. Over here I'm just trying to get Boris away from Arkan and just get that replenishment going on, the Midland Rune Fang. And I'm just only micromanaging Boris at the moment. I'm just praying, come on, get up on the air, get up on the air, get up on the air. And he just won't go up. The Outriders will soon start to shoot Arkan. I decide to get my Zintler's Guard to... No, I'm just keeping them away for the time being. I need to buy time to shoot the Outriders, but he's going after my infantry, which is an excellent move, because by the time he just charges them, these guys will break, and Boris needs to stay up a little bit on the air a little bit longer to health up. Okay, yeah, he got his health up almost at full, and there we go. As soon as he makes contact with my infantry, it immediately breaks, but here comes the big guns, the Zintler Guard and Boris Todbringer. The balance of power has shifted in my favor for the first time since the last time that it was like somewhere down here, almost complete loss for me, defeat, another, but here I finally managed to win. And yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed that, because I actually didn't. I almost thought I would lose, but thank God my enemy did that massive mistake there and took Arkan out of the fray, and I was able to just clean his forces up here. So let's see. Boris got a decent amount of kills. If you think that this was mostly Ushabti, the Great Wizard didn't do much. These 25 kills as just skeleton archers. It's not... he was out of the fight early on. The spears did quite well. I didn't expect that from them. Even the halberdiers, although they were running most of the fight, they managed to get plenty of kills. The great swords did an excellent job, completely just... even though they were being rain fired most of the fight, they were quite excellent at just killing the enemy. The handgunners, as you can see, didn't get many kills. I was trying to aim for the Ushabti, but I was always interrupted, and yeah, they didn't do much. The Zintler's Guards were the MVP. Look at the kills of these guys, they just completely nailed it, and yeah, if I brought more of this, like Reichsguard or Empire Knights, for that matter, I would be able to do so much more without these Outriders. I don't even know why I brought those. It was a massive mistake. Although if he hadn't brought that much of missile firepower, these guys would be excellent at just picking up constructs, but as you saw, he went for a full infantry and plenty of archers. So my enemy, Arkan the Black, got a decent amount of kills, 100. He really was a powerhouse in there, just terrorizing my troops and just driving them off. The Tomb Prince provided some nice support for this guy. He didn't get that much of damage done to him, and he also got a decent amount of kills with his chariot. The Skeleton Warriors, now that's what I'm talking about. These guys managed to grab 45 kills, probably it was against those spearmen, or they somehow got buffed. These guys didn't get much though. The Nehikara Warriors did quite a good job as well, this one in particular. Probably he was fighting some spearmen as well, or halberdiers, because these guys can easily kill Nehikara Warriors, I think. And over here, the skeleton archers, as you can see, this one didn't get many kills, but the other two completely nailed it. And this guy was debuffing my whole army most of the game. He was shooting at a different target all of the time, just trying to get their armor down. The Ushabti Great Bows completely busted me. They just destroyed my whole army. All this firepower did, even the Screaming Skull Catapult. This was a really hard thing for me to do with only one cavalry unit. And the Tomb Guard, that was a force to be reckoned with. I just couldn't go anywhere near it because all my strength was with my Zintler's Guard, and if I tried to get into there, these guys would just destroy these ones. And yeah, that's how it went. I probably should have lost this, but as I said, a massive mistake from my enemy just gave me the victory. So guys, that was it. I really hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like or a comment. There are more battles are to follow. See you next time.